Hey y'all, welcome to the Magical McDs. We had the awesome pleasure of experiencing one of our favorite restaurants recently for the final days at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Mama Melrose. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory for this restaurant. The Mama Melrose story. Once upon a time, a young girl from a small Sicilian village moved to Hollywood to become a star. However, she soon found that cooking was her true calling as she recreated her papa's secret recipes for her starving actor friends. At their urging, she opened a restaurant in a vacant backlot warehouse once used to store film equipment. Mama's culinary talents soon attracted the patronage of film industry insiders, who dubbed her Mama Melrose after the lively Los Angeles thoroughfare. Her establishment became known as the place where Italy meets California in the heart of the backlot, and the rest, as they say, is history. Please join us on our final adventure at Mama Melrose. And if you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, share, and thank you so much for watching. Bonus! Stay tuned to the end. We have a fun tribute to Mama Melrose.
You'd never know it, but behind this peaceful, serene view is a complete and utter madhouse. There we are, there's beautiful light. So we drove in, and there was like an abnormal number of people coming into the park. So that was like our first clue that something might be amiss.
It's busy. I mean, yeah. I know it's a Friday, okay? But like...
It's still kind of technically spring break, right? Somebody's got it.
It's still somebody's spring break, but I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too. I'm shocked.
I feel like normally when you come in the last like couple hours of any park, you see more people coming out than going in, and that wasn't true tonight.
No, it wasn't true at all.
But that's okay.
It is what it is. We have reservations. We're here for a purpose.
We're excited to say sad, but excited to have our final farewell.
Yeah, our fond farewell.
To Mama Melrose.
Yeah. Which the history of which we would have read at this point in the video. So you guys will have the backstory.
Potentially.
Yeah, and then we need to update ourselves on the history of the actual restaurant itself, besides the backstory.
Yeah.
And we'll get that all to you very soon. But yeah, we got into the park. It's very busy. We went into the first gift shop.
The Five and Dime.
Oh my God! It was like a mall at Christmas time.
It was a lot.
It was a little overwhelming. So we're out here.
I had 2 children run straight into me.
Yeah. One kid was just sitting on the floor. He had given up on life. You know, he's like, I'm done with humanity. I was like, I feel you, brother.
I feel bad for kids when it hits about this time if they've been here all day.
You know what I'm noticing?
It's exhausting.
This lake is really deep.
It is kind
You can see the bottom of this lake. Here, look. I don't know if this will like translate on camera, but you can see the bottom of this. Look at that.
What, you think that's like 4
feet?
It's
like a good, no, I think it's like
5
a good
feet?
6 or 7 feet.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah. Oh, that's so lovely.
Look, there's ducks.
There are ducks.
There's ducks over there.
There's ducks over there. The camera's not going to cooperate though. So we're here a little early. I think we're going to go pregame it with a drink somewhere. Probably the Brown Derby, right? That's our go-to for cocktails.
Yeah.
Have a drink. We'll take you with us, and then we'll probably head over to the restaurant. We're hoping when we get out to do a ride, but no promises.
Yeah, we'll see. Our reservation's at 7:45, and Hollywood Studios is open until 9 tonight. So if we get in line at 8:59,
I'm hoping Mickey
we might
and
be
Minnie.
able to ride. Me too.
It's a direct run.
Me
right there,
too.
yeah.
So maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So let's go get a cocktail. We'll see you guys over there. But you know you're going to have a good night when the cocktail line at the outdoor portion of the Brown Derby is nobody.
Never see it like this.
No, I love it.
It's kind of wonderful.
Yeah, so you can get cocktails to go right here, and then there's always a table, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Out here, we've never not gotten a table out here. It's ridiculous.
Not that I know of.
Even on this very crowded, busy night.
Yeah.
But it feels pretty good over here. I gotta be honest with you.
Cheers.
Cheers. So what do we get? We got the whiskey sour pomegranate.
Mm-hmm.
The drinks are expensive.
Or the pomegranate whiskey sour.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
What did I say?
Oh no, you said it.
Pomegranate?
Yeah.
Pomegranate whiskey
So,
sour.
the drink is $16.50. I gotta say, it's a good pour though. So
It's a good pour. It's the Brown Derby. They better get a good pour. You can also get reservations to sit on the patio over there and eat the Brown Derby menu.
you can.
Which on a night like
it's
this,
like, I think it's called the Brown Derby Lounge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
so highly recommend that because it's a beautiful setting. They're on the courtyard, kind of like off to the side of Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, and I was overhearing a couple of people coming in and asking to be on the list. It was only 30 minutes. So that's
on a Friday
it's
night.
really not that terrible considering how busy it is.
Here, yeah.
So it's always an option, and we're just gonna enjoy a beverage before we walk over. Yeah.
I'll say because I think I
beautiful out
mentioned earlier
tonight.
when we drove in, there was a lot of traffic, and the way they park the cars when it's this close to closing is really weird. They send you down like aisles that have already been like parked. They were clearly parked earlier in the day. And then, so for some arbitrary reason, they're like, well, let's send the people down here. Instead of just letting you fend for yourself, which is much better.
So, like, there is a, like, cutoff period, and I don't know
right
when it
against it.
is.
We were right
Like, I
against
feel like it's 2 hours before closing where, like, they no longer man, like, the parking booths and nobody is parking you. So, we just... we threaded that needle and there was still somebody directing us, so bummer, but it's
because
fine.
I think a lot of people that watch might be like coming here without a car, but I think if you can swing it, our recommendation is to actually have a car. I think a car is convenient.
Yeah, I do too.
It's easy to get between the two parks that way because it's free parking, and then you can go to restaurants that you wouldn't go to.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Cool.
So we're killing time.
Yeah.
See you at dinner.
We'll see you in a bit.
So here's the exterior of the Brown Derby. Now, if you had reservations inside, you'd go right underneath that awning. But the patio we were talking about, look, this is what it looks out on. It's so pretty. And when it's in the low 80s, high 70s on a night like this, you can't beat it. So, like, we read the history of Mama Melrose, and I get it. Like, she's supposed to be in the Melrose, but, like, what is the story over here? Like, where in LA is this supposed to be? This is just, I think this is just more backlot.
So, yeah,
This feels like the Warner Brothers background of the Paramount back. So when I used to work at the film office and Netflix, we used to go to the studios all the time.
We did.
So we're very familiar with them, and this mostly feels like a backlot.
And it's supposed to.
Right.
Because I think, doesn't that say stage 1 back there?
It does.
The store? So let's just talk about what this is going to look like.
So all that's going to be gone.
Yeah, so
that's going to be the roller coaster.
I'm really sad that they're taking, I mean, it doesn't fit, of course, but like, they're taking Miss Piggy Fountain away.
They're taking the Piggy Fountain.
Yeah.
That's, I think that might stay put.
So they think that building is going to stay as is, but they're going to put like a different show in there.
Yeah.
They also, if I'm not mistaken, Pizza Rizzo is going to be turned into
another restaurant.
Is it the Hausen one? The one that was like they think
oh
it's
yeah, like
sushi or something.
Yeah, so like yeah.
But they also
because why would you tear down kitchens? Kitchens are expensive to build.
Right, and then I think they're also putting in like some green space between here and...
It's probably going to go right here.
Yeah, so between here and the like Monsters ride, like that door ride that we're all so excited for.
Okay.
I think there's going to be some really cool green space.
All right, let's go deeper in and talk about it down further in.
Sure.
All right, so we repositioned to kind of get away from the crowds. We were standing over there. There's Muppet Vision 3D. I honestly can't recall if this is staying in place or not. But we know...
I think it is. Like, honestly, I do. Everybody keeps talking about it being just a different, like, theater show.
Okay. But this building is definitely coming down, and so is Mama Melrose. Those buildings are going to be completely torn down. But, like, look how big Pizza Rizzo is. This place is huge. We're going to have to come here and try it before this becomes something else. But look at this pizza and beer. They do have pizza. Good luck getting a beer. But you can see where this land is kind of like a dying land. Like there's nothing back here other than a side entrance to Pizza Rizzo, to Mama Melrose that would bring you back here. So I get it's an underutilized space.
Yeah.
You know, which is sad, but it's
So,
true.
I'm excited for like a revitalization of the area.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of sad to see Muppet stuff go. I love that they're gonna retheme Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah.
That, I mean, if we don't get animals through that whole thing.
Right. And they said they'll preserve Muppet Vision 3D for like other venues.
Right, because I think it wasn't the last thing that Jim Henson did before.
It's the last thing he worked on, yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder what that looks like how they'll preserve it. But I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah.
But really quick, back to the Rock and Roller Coaster thing. What I really hope they do is I hope there's like several different songs. Like, I kind of want it to be...
Oh, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
So it's going to be a different experience every time you ride it. I wonder if it will be. It'll be exciting. I would love to see it be like the Muppets rendition of rock songs. That would be so much fun.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm excited about right now?
Mama Melrose.
Let's go get some food. Hey guys, this is Adrian. I just wanted to add some commentary over the top of this video. So I think one of the things that hurt Mama Melrose from being kind of a more well-known or maybe even more popular restaurant, even though reservations could be hard to get here and there, was that this location is really tucked away at the back of the Muppets land. It's tucked away behind Muppets Theater. It's behind this gift shop that we're looking at now, which is no longer open. So it's really back there out of the way, and unless you know it's there and you have a specific reason to be there, there's really no reason you'd ever walk back there. Even Pizza Rizzo is off to the side, and that place can get busy, especially at lunchtime. But again, unless you peek your head around the corner, you would never know Mama Melrose is back there, and I think that worked to its detriment. At the same time, its seclusion also added to its charm, so you take the good with the bad. I'm really going to miss this place. So here's Amber and I getting escorted to our table at Mama Melrose for the last time. I just wanted to point out that we have about 5 minutes of footage where I walk around the entirety of Mama Melrose, including this footage and some outdoor footage. I'm going to compile that in a separate video. It was just making this video way too long. So for posterity's sake, and just to remember what the restaurant was like, I'll put that in a subsequent video here in the next couple of days. And for people that want to see what it looked like while this restaurant was still around. But for now, I'm cutting it out of this video. Oh, yeah. They scared us because they said they didn't have it. But they just didn't have the right whiskey, so they have Buffalo Trace.
The Wild Turkey 101?
Yeah.
Which is totally okay because Buffalo Trace is even better.
It's got a nice bite to it. I really like Buffalo Trace. So these are delicious as any smoked turkey I've ever had. We already made our orders. We got some garlic bread, some calamari coming. I ordered the steak with some spaghetti.
And I got the shrimp pasta, and I added chicken.
Hell yeah. But like we're it's really bittersweet because like look at how pretty this place is. It's so gorgeous. You know like every prop in here has a story behind it. It's going to be sad. The only thing we didn't get, I didn't think about it, was dessert, but I don't think the dessert's worth having here, is it?
Oh, maybe we need to look at the menu again.
Yeah, maybe just for nostalgia's sake, we'll do it at the end.
Maybe, but I honestly, it's just because we've been here for a couple of, we came here on our first anniversary.
Sat right over there.
Yeah, we came for a Valentine's Day here.
I'll show that later.
Yeah, it was up against the brick wall.
We came with Nicholas and Julia.
Nicholas and Julia. It was one of these two. Let's say that.
It was one of the booths.
One right there.
Was it that one? I think it was that one.
It was one of those.
It's one of these.
Yeah.
We could probably watch that video and figure it out.
So we've got some fun memories here, and it's like, is it the best Italian food you've ever had? No, but it holds a special place in our heart.
You come here for the ambiance.
Yeah.
The steak is pretty decent. Yeah. The spaghetti's good. Lord knows these drinks are delicious. And we just have a good time here.
Yeah, we love it.
All right.
So I'm sad it's going away, but I'm also excited for what's to come.
Exactly, and that's Disney, right?
Yep.
So cheers, everybody. So while we did order the garlic bread, they do include, you don't have to order the garlic bread if you want bread here. They do bring ciabatta rolls. They bring 4 of them, already digging in. So this was part of the experience, documenting it for posterity. And these ciabatta rolls, I tell you what, they're not slacking off. They're freaking delicious.
They're really delicious.
If the rest of the meal is as good as my bite of ciabatta bed today, we're in for a really nice evening.
Yeah.
You know that feeling when your appetizers come? Yeah. Look at that beautiful crispy calamari. And in addition to the ciabatta bread,
That is some cheesy garlic bread.
you know we had to have it. You know we had to have it.
Yeah.
On our final goodbye. This looks so good. We'll do we'll come back and give you our not that it matters because the review's not going to help you unless you're coming here by May 10th. But again, for posterity, we'll talk about how good food this is. Are we on?
We are.
I never know. There's not like a blinking red light to alert us, is there? I gotta say, I mean, what do you expect for fried calamari? This is great. This is good fried calamari. I just don't understand the hatred for this place. Like, is it the best food I've ever had? No. But is it solid? Is it delivered? Is it comfort level food? Absolutely.
It
garlic
is.
bread with this sauce. Yes, the sauce is a little pedestrian, but I don't care.
It's so good.
It's good.
Look
And
at the
calamari-
cheese on that.
Yeah, it's great.
And the calamari is nice and crispy. And the marinara sauce, I think they are different sauces, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like a tartar sauce. Not a tartar sauce.
It's not tartar sauce.
It's definitely not a tomato sauce.
Tartar sauce is white. So
I know. I realized it when I said it. But
It's
wait,
fine.
it's not tomato sauce.
it's fine. It's very good. They are different sauces. I'm really glad that we tried. I mean, I think we've had the calamari before, but I don't know that we've had the
The garlic bread?
garlic bread. Yep.
Nicholas might have ordered it. I can't remember.
Oh, he may have.
Nicholas, let us know in the comments if you had this bread or not. Either way, I'm glad we're having it.
Me too.
It's a send-off here. So I have to say, like, our appetizers just got taken away. I finished the first round of my smoked turkey. There's like this subtle anxiety starting to creep in, this sadness of like, that's the last appetizer I'll ever have here.
Aw.
That's the last sip of
That's
the smoked
kinda
turkey.
sweet.
I think I might go smoked turkey for dessert tonight though, so don't count that out. But it makes you think about it as you're doing about it, like final experiences. You know, because years from now, like, we don't live in the moment. Nobody lives in the moment. We live in the past, we live in the future. And in the future, this isn't going to be here. And we're going to think about this moment like, man, we had it so good back then. And I think day to day we get caught up in this like rat race of life and like, oh, it sucks now, but it was good then and it'll be gooder, better in the future. But sometimes life fires on all cylinders in the moment. And it feels good to be here right now, and I'm really going to miss it.
I agree.
Yeah. So, cheers with my Diet Coke to Mama Melrose.
Mama Melrose.
The Last Supper has arrived. I got the New York strip steak. You know, for a long time, you'd find some credible people say that this is one of the best strip steaks in all Disney's parks. It is very good. I can vouch for that. I got that medium rare. I substituted the mac and cheese that normally comes with the steak with some just regular traditional spaghetti with tomato sauce. And Amber, who always seems to make the wiser choices than I do.
I got the shrimp pasta and I added some chicken to it. It's got kale and butternut squash and mushrooms, and I will never say the type of pasta right, so I won't try. But it's delicious. This is one of my favorites. It's always slightly different here. Like in past iterations, it had like artichokes in it and just different things. So
They're always experimenting here.
It looks so good.
Ditto. I'm excited about mine too. So we're gonna dig in. We'll touch base with the Midway meal update. Well, it's living up to how I remembered it. I mean, look at this. You know, again, for a $38 steak, what do you expect? But it's good. This is a good, juicy steak. I'm liking it. Spaghetti is just spaghetti. It's not going to win any awards, but it's definitely not going to be the worst spaghetti you ever had. How is yours, Amber?
Mine is fantastic.
Yeah, I had a bite of her. She gave me some chicken with some shrimp and some pasta. Molto bene.
It's really good. Again, it's a different iteration of what, like, it just changes slightly with like whatever the vegetables or the additional things. So there's always pasta, there's always shrimp, there's always the addition of chicken that you can have.
Yeah.
But I really like the butternut squash of mine.
You keep bringing that
actually,
up.
let me show you. So I really like the butternut squash of mine. It also had mushrooms in it, which I'm a huge fan of. The thing I don't think I loved was the kale, actually. And I don't mind kale. It just was like, it wasn't cooked, which I don't know that I love cooked kale, but it would have made sense in this. Like, it was crispy kale, so I don't know. It was just a little different.
The second you start talking about kale, you've lost me. What I will say is...
Okay, Mr. McD's said that he doesn't trust kale.
I know. But I will say that the steak is succulent.
I love that you love it.
Yeah. Okay, so again, for posterity, here is the dessert menu. But we ended up getting the lemon tart. And I also got a limoncello.
Yeah, you have a...
Dessert cocktail. But here, look at that. Oh,
Here's the dessert cocktail menu, too.
oh yeah. There it is, limoncello. And there's our dessert. It looks delicious. It sounds delicious.
Doesn't the dessert look a little like an Epcot dessert? Like, I feel like it's a Festival of the Arts.
It's like a deconstructed dessert.
Right?
Yeah, let's dig in.
It looks so good.
I'll tell you who, I'm going to deconstruct it right now myself. How's this for a send-off? Lemon tart with limoncello?
Oh my gosh, guys. As Mr. McD said a minute ago, like, the colder the better. This is so good.
So drink it up.
So, one more sippy.
Get it, girl. Save some for me, though.
It's so good. But I will say, you know, the real bummer about trying a dessert that you've never had at a restaurant that you really love.
You're going to miss it even more.
Yeah, you'll never be able to have it again.
No.
It's really good, though.
Oh, with the lemon curd, this is delicious.
So what I will say is that we came about almost a month to the day before it closes. So the last day you can come to Mama Melrose is May 10th.
Yeah.
So if you guys are coming, or if you live locally and you've never been, maybe come by and
or if you have a lot of excess money and unlimited PTO, book a flight, get on a ship.
Yeah, it's really
build a plane.
It's really good. I feel like it is worth if you have never been, or if you've been and you enjoyed it, come say goodbye, because it's delicious and I'm glad we did it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This brings back some memories. So, the first time I ever had a limoncello was fairly recently. It was in 2019, I think. And I was on a business trip to Hawaii with the Motion Picture Association of America while I was working for Netflix. We were trying to get Hawaii to keep a film tax credit, to keep production shooting there. And we were pitching the movie Triple Frontier with Ben Affleck. If you've seen it, it's on Netflix. You should go check it out. It's okay. Kind of a heist movie. I created this great map that showed everywhere on Oahu that Triple Frontier had spent money. Anyways, while we were there, we went out to meet state lawmakers in Hawaii. We went to this Italian restaurant in some extremely residential neighborhood of Oahu. This wasn't Waikiki, right? This wasn't out by Aulani or anything. This was like a neighborhood joint. And the guy who owned the restaurant was a big fan of the show Magnum P.I., because the original Magnum P.I. car, which shot in Hawaii, funnily enough, happened to be in the restaurant. I was just sitting there. And I remember sitting outside with the head of the Motion Picture Association and the guy who owned this restaurant. He just brought out a big frozen bottle of limoncello and a couple of Cuban cigars. And we sat there and I had a wonderful evening drinking limoncello and smoking cigars with the head of the Motion Picture Association lobbying arm and the owner of this wonderful Italian restaurant. I can't for the life of me remember what it was called. But that's what I'm talking about. You got to live in the moment. We live too much of our lives in the past and too much just thinking about the future. And sometimes you're in a moment you need to really appreciate it. And this is one of those moments.
I really like that you have such a strong memory tied to a drink you had never had. And
it was my first time having it, and I'm like, why hadn't I known about this?
There's something like I think that our viewers will know if they've watched us more than just this video, that we do really enjoy a drink and a cocktail.
Yeah.
Part of it is the ritual of it. Like,
it absolutely is the ritual.
Yeah,
it marks occasions.
It does, and I think that's why we're such
fans. It's
Yes.
not.
We're fans of ritual.
Yeah, it's not like we're drunk. So we just we really
we're
enjoy a
getting
good
there.
drink.
We're working on it.
But I really love that story, and I don't know that I had limoncello until you came back and you were like, "Oh my gosh, this
I was
was
raving. I wouldn't
delicious."
shut the hell up. It's like I discovered it, like I was Columbus or something.
But you are right. The colder, the better.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, it would have crystals in it, ice crystals, and it would pour out like
And it would-
almost like a milkshake.
Yeah, and it would be in a chilled glass too, right?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
so. I really enjoy it, but it is a very like thick and heavy
It's a
final.
dessert
It is
liqueur,
a
no
it
doubt
is
about it.
a
Yeah.
dessert drink,
But it is
so,
delicious,
Yeah.
and it is a privilege to have it here.
Yeah.
In the waning days of Mama Melrose.
So, cheers to Mama Melrose.
Long live Mama Melrose. All right, you guys. Well, we've been lingering here as long as possible. They haven't said anything to us to get out yet, but I'm sure it's on the tip of their tongues. Disney, I want us to leave, but how often do you get to be a Muppets Land all by yourself? I am so glad we came out here. There's beautiful wife. Are you sad to leave? Yeah, I'm glad we had these magical last few moments out here without anybody really else around.
Me too. I'm glad because it's like 9:50. The park closed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's like the benefit of having a late reservation. We got to say goodbye to the space
Boy,
about
did
a
we.
month early.
Boy, did we.
Yeah, and nobody's here, so
Yep.
it's kind of nice to have a moment.
It's been a treat. So we'll take a long leisurely walk out. I don't think they're going to let us walk through Star Wars Land.
Oh, they're not going to let us through.
No, they're definitely steering people out the quick way.
Oh, I get
How
it.
dare they? But again, it was all about being in this land, so I'm glad we were here.
Yeah,
All right, we'll walk out and we'll say goodbye to you guys when we get out to the main gate, probably.
sure.
Party of such sweet sorrow. What a fun night! What a nice send off to one of our favorite restaurants.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, we gave Mama Melrose her proper goodbye.
And the space, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And it was nice. It was magical to have the land to ourselves.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
for a little bit.
By the way, pro tip: it's not just here. If you're eating in any restaurant and you really want to have a magical experience, book one of the latest reservations you can get.
Yeah.
Especially at the restaurants like towards the back of the park. And then you can take a nice leisurely walk out with basically nobody in the theme park. You can get some amazing pictures,
Yeah.
regardless of the park you're in.
Yeah.
So.
You can enjoy some of the spaces without a ton of people, and I mean, whether you want photos or not, or you just want to look at some of the spaces.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to wrap it up, isn't it?
I think that's it for tonight.
So if you made it this far, you should definitely subscribe. You must have seen something you liked. Do everything the YouTubers ask you to do. Like, share, comment. We'd love to hear about your experiences at Mama Melrose. Are you excited about Monsters, Inc.? Are you going to be sad to see Muppets go away? Let us know in the comments. Are you excited about the new Muppets roller coaster? Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And until next time, have fun storming the castle.
And stay magical.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it